Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be taking at the Legend Gohan and Trunks equipment guide. I know I am pretty late to this as I normally get my guides out within the first week of the units being released. But unfortunately I just haven't had a lot of time. I've been playing a lot of my other games that I have to grind and just doing some other things. Our Legends Limited Bojack Gohan Zenkai. So I'm going to try to get Gohan and Trunks' video out today and Bojack's guide out tomorrow, and I'm gonna do the Bojack showcase today. We also have the Gronks 1.0 showcase, and then the full hybrids team. Anyways, so let's just get straight into the team. So first, this is the team I was running the most last season before Bojack got or not last season, just before Bojack Gohan got his Zenkai. This is the first one, so it's the double Goku Blacks with LR Gohan and Trunks. I think Goku Black still being one of the most valuable units, still top 5 meta. First of all, him being will have a revival disruption can kind of halt Bojack Gohan's ability to have a lot of HP. He doesn't have a lot of health restore, so unless you're running Pan. So the Zenkais here, we are doubles, we're actually not double Zenkai, we're single buffing everyone. Purple Cell, I do recommend Purple Cell as a Zenkai. Just before I go through everything, I just want to show all the Zenkais that you could actually use. So let's go over. The first one is, of course, this Purple Cell. This red Vegeta here is a Zenkai. Of course, the Purple Cell. Let me take a look at the purple ones too. The Tag Blue Bros. Where are they at? These guys are also a Zenkai buffer, and of course Bojack Gohan himself is a buffer for Hybrid Saiyan. Red Trunks and Mai. Red Trunks and Mai. Red Zamasu. You are technically a Zenkai buffer. This guy. The red Trunks. Where is he? This try, and then the purple LF Goten. And actually purple Rose, the purple one. But I do usually only use Purple Cell unless I'm double Zenkaiing with another setup. I think Purple Cell is actually his best Zenkai buffer, being able to be on... First of all, he has a regen bench, which is pretty good. But he also has feature and Android. But the reason I like his bench the most is because he has a double 2 offenses, which makes it really easy to build these, pretty mixed setups when you're running like 2 strike characters or just, a strike and blast character. So it makes it a little bit easier to run equipment. So the next team is with the double Brolys. This team was one of the teams I was looking at last reset. But again, with Bojack Gohan, Green Broly, just resurgence, not really, known. He's kind of in the gutter right now, especially with Gohan, even with Gohan and Trunks. Gohan and Trunks was a big counter for this guy, but I still think he can be viable. Where Broly can, has pretty good snipe potential. We are single Zenkai buffing him with Purple Rose. I think that's like the only reason his team can be used. So yeah, I don't recommend this team too much, but if you guys literally don't have any options, this is run if you want to run double Brolys. If you guys pulled LR Broly and didn't pull anyone else besides Gohan and Trunks, you guys can use the sub. It's pretty good, honestly. I just think there's better options. Moving on, this is the full hybrid team. One of the versions, there's another one with FSK, but I think this one, if you guys want to get a little more juice to Bojack Gohan, especially with Pan's supporting. So her starter, she's giving 30 damage and 10% damage guard. So full build up, Bojack is looking at 270. Full build up if you cover changes, 300 damage guard. But if you're running, so he has 220 when he transforms, and he gets 20 when you're running a hybrid. So that's 240. He gets 20 when he transforms, so that's 60. And if you're running it with Pan, he's getting 10, so that's 270. And then if you cover change, you get 30% more. And it's the same for Gohan and Trunks. They're getting, just the 10% from them, which we're looking at like what, 320 damage guard. Anyways, we are quadruple Zenkai buffing Gronks here. It's actually technically 3.5. I don't know. Can someone let me know in the comments if these guys actually fully Zenkai buff Gohan and Trunks. I believe these guys do fully Zenkai buff Gohan and Trunks. As the Trunks side, even though he's red, will still count as purple Vegeta clan. Or purple future, like, you know, it would still count as purple future, even though he's technically not purple future, or Sun family, or Vegeta clan. So I believe Gohan and Trunks does activate the full Zenkai ability. If so, then this is a quadruple Zenkai buff. So I'm pretty sure this is a quad Zenkai buff with Bojack Gohan, red Trunks there, and then the purple Gohan. You could also use purple Gotenks or Goten if you guys don't have a Zenkai here. I would actually use purple Goten here. I just don't have him Zenkai, to be honest. I never really Zenkai'd him, so I don't have him Zenkai. But I would use purple Goten to get even more Zenkai buffers. Bojack is 1.5 Zen, or he's technically going to be 2.5 Zenkai, and running him with Pan, of course. Next team. This is one of the full hybrid teams. You guys can use Bojack here, but we'll get into another team for that. Anyways, FSK and Pan. He is single Zenkai buff, and FSK is getting 1.5 Zenkai buff. You know, same old for the other teams. And then this team is with Ultra Trunks. If you guys want to run Ultra Trunks, I recommend running Blue Rose over Yellow Rose. First of all, Yellow Rose, you guys would think he would have a lot of resurgence, and he actually kind of doesn't. Bojack Gohan goes neutral and cancels buff effects on the blue card. So, yeah, Yellow Rose is getting type neutral by every blue card from Gohan. So, I just think Blue Rose having the revival disruption towards Sun family is a bit better in this current meta. He was even better than Yellow Rose last season, in my opinion, and I still think so. Anyways, Gohan and Trunks single Zenkai buff. Ultra Trunks getting a single Zenkai, and then Rose getting his single Zenkai. And this team is actually pretty fun if you guys want to get a double Zenkai buff for everyone. So Gohan and Trunks are getting 2 Zenkais, Cell is getting 2 Zenkais, Transform Goku Black is getting 2 Zenkais. I think this team's actually kind of underrated, and I really was going to do a video on this team. I just didn't have a lot of time, and then by the time I got to recording this video, Bojack Gohan had released. Yeah, so we're using Yellow LF full power. You guys can use Yellow Puddle or Yellow Future Gohan, but I just wanted a blast bench, so yeah, that's why. And then purple Vegeta, you guys can use anyone here, but purple Vegeta, it has the blast feature, and then blue or yellow Broly has HP. So yeah. Moving on to the final team, we got FSK, Bojack, and Gohan and Trunks. I do think this is probably the best team in the game, to be honest. Gohan and Trunks is getting double Zen or triple Zenkai on this setup. Bojack is getting 1.5 Zen or 2.5 Zenkais on his full Zenkai, and then FSK is getting single Zenkai buffed. I think this is probably the most fun team I've been using, and probably the strongest hybrid team, besides Pan. If you want to glaze, you know, the other units. Sorry for that motorcycle. Anyways, let's get into the equipments. That's probably what you guys are here for. So let's just go over the first equipments I've been using. So the first one is this one, Trunks Stay Back. 20% to strike defense, 15% to both base blast attack and then blast defense, 18% to base blast, and then 10% to pure blast. Bestowed Hope. You guys know what this does already. Make sure you're on a blast version. The current PvP equip, 8th anniversary Shallot. 30% to base blast. Make sure you guys get a blast one. 12% to HP, and then 14 or 15% to blast, base blast, or to pure blast. So, just some other equips I have here on me. This one, the blast version, 20% to blast or strike defense, 20% to blast defense, 10% to base blast attack, and then 12% to pure blast. Again, Legends where you can equip. These guys don't need Zenkais. I would actually recommend this equip if you guys want to get insane damage. 15% to base blast, and then 30% to blast defense. The pure hybrids equip. This one's really, really good. 8% to pure blast and strike blast per hybrid, so you're getting 24 blasts. So it's, I mean, pure. It's really good. I just only have one right now, so If you're running Rose, I guess you can use this, but I would just use this one instead. If you're running Rose, this is the blast version. The other one's just the strike one. 35 to base blast, 35% to blast attack, and then 12% to own blast defense. Is that blast attack? Oh yeah, pure blast attack and then pure blast defense. This one, if you really don't have any other equipment. This one's also pretty solid. 12% to special move damage, 12% to base HP. Then I know they don't have an ultimate, but they're still getting that 10% to pure strike and blast. This one, if you really don't have any other equipments. 10% to HP, 12% blue card, ultimate doesn't matter, and then 36% strike. It's just if you really don't have other equipments. Running the full Sun family, like on this setup, you guys can use this equipment. 50% to blast defense, 12% to own strike attack when you have 3 Sun fam, and then 10% base strike, and then slot 3 is the same thing, just with blast. The game originals one saying around. This one's just okay. If you guys really don't have equipments, this one's okay. 10% to HP, 30% strike, and 30% blast. This one, we got it for free. It's just okay. I don't recommend it though. 15% to both defenses, 25% base strike, and then 25% base blast attack. This one's like another version of the Sun family one, but it's 10% to strike and then 20%, and then slot 1's 10% to both, and then slot 3 is the same with blast and blast defense. This one's another okay one, but it is strike. Just letting you guys know. I'm just trying to show you guys some equips. So 1 strike, both 10% to strike and blast defense, and then 10% to health restore. 35% base strike, 10% base HP. This is another okay equipment. 13% to strike defense, blast defense, 25% to base strike, and 35% to base blast attack. And I do think that's all the equips. Oh, this one. 25% to base strike defense, and then 12% to blast, and then 1350 to blast. Pure blast, same for slot 3, just for strike. And this one. I actually don't recommend. We can go into the archive real quick just to show you some ones that I missed. Okay, let's go to the archive. I'm just looking at the website. Is there any equipments that I actually recommend? Let me just check really quickly. Okay, so I actually think I covered most of the equipment, so I'm just gonna cover one extra equipment. There's tons of other future equips you guys can use, but I'm not gonna look into those because they're pretty much all the same as like that my equip, just the co-op ones or triple future. Anyways, this one, if you're running like yellow pen, you guys can use this one. 10% to base HP, 10% to pure strike, and then 10% to base strike defense, 50% to base blast, and then 15% to pure blast. So this one's actually really good for Gohan and Trunks. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. Let's just quickly run through the teams again. Here's Team 1, here's Team 2, here's Team 3, Team 4, Team 5, Team 6, Team 7.